I request you to make a video on Tamogun, 19-year-old boy from our community committed suicide today. We are all shocked. We need guidance to educate our youth. Please make it in Hindi or English. As a message I got in my YouTube channel yesterday, and the request is to make a video on Tamagun. Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun, these are gunas of the Prakriti. When the universe is not yet created by Paramatma, this entire universe, what we see, what we perceive, and the human body, everything, our mind, our intellect, our buddhi, everything is in the form of Prakriti when this universe is not yet created. And that Prakriti has got three ingredients. Actually, it's not ingredients, but just for us to understand, Prakriti has got Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. And Rajas has Rajaguna, Tamas has Tamaguna, and Sattva has Sattvaguna. So, Raja, Tamaha, Sattvaha, Samyavastha Prakriti. Prakriti, Samyavastha means equilibrium state. When the Rajagun, Tamagun, and Sattvagun are in equilibrium state, that means you can understand that there are three particles. Three particles are Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun. These three are in equilibrium state. They are unable to move, they are unable to do any action. That is the Pralaya stage. That is the universe dissolved state. There is no universe existing at that state. So Almighty God with His power creates the universe by activating the Rajagun, Tamagun and Sattvagun. So Tamagun is responsible for inertia. Tamagun is responsible for the mass what we perceive or what we see in this universe. Whatever mass we see in this universe, mass, you can say weight, is due to Tamagun. And when Tamagun gets into our mind, that means when we are under the influence of Tamaguna, we will get impact of Tamaguna in terms of laziness, sleep. We will sleep more, we will have more laziness, we will have Agyanata, we will have Andhakarata, we will not be able to understand what is knowledge, what is Vidya, etc. So, it is important for all of us to understand the three gunas so that we as Jivatma must try our best to win over these gunas. Win over the Tamaguna first, then Rajaguna, then the third one is Sattvaguna. Sattvaguna also has to be crossed over to attain the moksha, but Sattvaguna is, capitalizing on Sattvaguna will make us Vairagyavan, will give us the first stage of Samadhi, and after crossing over that also will give the final stage of Samadhi. So Sattvaguna is very, very important. But when we are under the influence of Sattvaguna means when we do not understand, when we do sadhana, tapasya, our Sattvaguna will rise in our body. But many times what happens is because of misunderstanding Sattvaguna or because of the impact of Sattvaguna, we start doing ahankar also. That's why God wants in Yajurveda, Vidyayang rataha tato bhuya ivate tamo. You must not get ahankar of your Vidya. When you are doing more tapasya, when somebody does more tapasya, he will get ahankar that I am a tapasvi, you are not a tapasvi, like that. So we must understand these three gunas properly. But Sattvaguna is better than Rajagun, Rajagun is better than Tamagun. Tamagun is the least in terms of our personality traits. But Tamagun is very, very important also because Tamagun is responsible for deep sleep. I made a separate video on sleep. When Tamaguna is 90% and Sattvaguna is 10%, we get Sattvic sleep. That means when we wake up in the morning, we will feel energized, we will feel happy, we will feel that, I had a very peaceful sleep. That is due to Tamagun and Sattvagun. And when we sleep under the influence of Tamagun and Rajagun, then we will have disturbed sleep, Dukh-purvak sleep, etc. And when we sleep with 100% impact of Tamagun, then we will not be able to get up from the bed only. In the morning we will feel so tired, we want to sleep more. So Tamagun has very, very important, function in our body and mind, and Tamagun is also responsible for giving us good sleep and bad sleep, etc. But with Jnana, with the knowledge of the Vedas and our Vedic Dharma, we can try to capitalize and win over these gunas slowly. So the boy who was 19 years old, he he committed suicide yesterday. I'm reading the comment today. He committed suicide yesterday is the message from that person. Very sad. See, because whatever karma we do in our life, we do it based on our understanding. For example, nobody prefers to die. They go for that option in the worst case. That means they see a benefit in dying than living, because they have some problems in life and they are unable to overcome it, they are unable to solve it, they are unable to take suitable help from acharyas and vidwans. So they think that by dying I can win over this problem. But we do not know the Vedic knowledge that by dying you cannot win over the problem. The problem will continue in the next Janma, not in the same form, in another form, but that problem in the another form will be worse than the problem today. And we will also take birth in such a place where we will not even be able to do suicide, maybe in animal yoni. So these kind of things will happen. So doing suicide for any problem is not the solution, because after 12 days the Jivatma will have to enter the other mother's womb. So suicide is a very, very temporary solution, only the solution for 12 days only. You can postpone that problem for 12 days. After 13 days, you have to take birth again. You will enter into mother's womb, either in animal mother or in human mother, whatever it is. The problem, the result of the problem, the torture will continue mentally. Even the animals has got their mental faculties. Even the animal have feelings. Animals also have sukh dukh. They cannot express in a form which we can understand. But if you go to a butcher house or if you go to a meat shop, when you walk around in the morning, Sunday mornings, you can see in the meat shop many goats will be killed. And when the goat is getting killed, it cries out of pain. So we can see the pain of that, the emotion, the feeling of that animals. So every animal has got sukh dukh. So when we do suicide, unfortunately, without understanding the karma philosophy, people take this decision of doing suicide. Like I made one video when 1 month or 1.5 months back, a person made a 1.5 hour video, and because of his wife torture he did suicide. I forgot the name. So I made the similar comments in that video also. So I was going through this comment and then I thought I should make a video on Rajagun and Tamagun, where Sri Krishna explains in simple sense in Bhagavad Gita. Sri Krishna says, Rajo raga atmakam viddhi trishna sanga samudbhavam. Rajo raga atmakam. What is the impact of Rajagun, or what arises from Rajagun is rag. Rag and dvesh are due to the result of Rajagun. Raga atmakam viddhi. What is rag? Sukha anushaya raga. I was going through one video of an Arya Samaji. Really beautiful knowledge he was giving. He was telling that I went to my Acharya. He was telling, I went to my Acharya and my Acharya was teaching how to overcome rag. And his Acharya was telling that if you want to overcome rag, you must not take sukh in anything. That means you eat jalebi, you eat a sweet, you eat tasty food, you eat dal, roti, rice, chapati, or you have other sensual pleasures in your life. If you stop deriving pleasure out of that activity, then you will not get stuck in rag. So that's a very difficult thing to accomplish. You are eating a gulab jamun or jangri, how can you not take sukh out of it? This is a very big exercise in itself. It's not easy. It will take years of tapasya, that you are eating something but you are not deriving sukh out of it. You are eating for the sake of maintaining your body only. When we attain this situation, then rag will not happen, because whenever there is sukh, there will be rag. That's what the sutra says, sukha anushaya raga. Whenever we take sukh in anything, we take sukh in sexual contact, sensual pleasures, we take sukh in, for many people they take sukh in ahankar, means I am a boss in a company and I have 50 people reporting to me, and I get a sukh in teaching them, or directing them as a boss, torturing them, giving them work back to back. I get sukh, for example. This sukh will result in rag. I will get trapped into that trap, and tomorrow when I retire and I do not have anybody to report, I will become so much dull because of this rag. Similarly, when you start eating more sweets, you will get addiction. So Sri Krishna says rajo raga atmakam. The rag is the result of rajagun. Can you control the guna? You cannot, but when you understand the effect of the guna, you can try to control it. The effect of rajaguna is raga. How can you control rag? By not taking sukh from the action what you are, from any karma you are doing. If you stop taking sukh from it, you can control rag. And can you control sukh by eating tasty food or by sensual sexual contact? Can you avoid sukh? It's not easy, but it's possible. That's what our Rishi Munis have done. So for that we need tapasya. For that we need education. We need the education about brahmacharya. We need education about indri sayam. We need education about Ishwar Upasana. So rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna. Because of this rajogun, we get trishna, desire. Again and again we will get desire to do the same thing. Trishna sanga samudbhavam. Tan nibadnati kaunteya. This rajagun is the one which is binding the jivatma inside the body. So if you analyze a yogi, any yogi, he will not have rag. He will not have dvesh. He does not derive sukh again and again from anything. He will also eat gulab jamun. He will also do all the things what we are doing, but he does not have rag. Because he has mastered over that technique by which he does not derive sukh. He eats the food not for deriving sukh. He eats the food for just maintaining his body. That's why if you see, normally, from my Acharya's pravachan I have listened. My Acharya always says, I never have demands. You give me dal, you give me roti, you give me rice, you give me anything, I just eat it and then finished off. I don't have demands. Even my Acharya says, people here in the ashram, so many varieties of foods are cooked and tasty food, but I just have 1 spoon, 2 spoons, that's it. I am satisfied with that. So this is one of the technique to not to take sukh when consuming food. And karma sangena dehinam. And also one of the effect of rajogun is karma sangenam. That means we are addicted to the result of the actions. Whereas Almighty God says, Yoga Shastra says, we must have Ishwar Pranidhanani. We must not be addicted to the results of our deeds. Leave the results of the deeds to Paramatma, because anyway he is the one who is going to give it to you. Why are you expecting? So when we have expectation of our results in terms of materialistic benefits, then it is due to the result of Rajogun. Kaunteya, you must know, Arjuna, and we must also know. This is Rajogun. There are further secrets in this. And for Tamagun, Sri Krishna says, Tamaha tu ajnanajam. Tamaha tu, parantu. Tu means parantu, and. We can say tu means and. What is Rajagun? He explained in the next shloka 14/8. He explains, Tamaha tu ajnanajam. From Tamagun ajnanajam. What gets jam means jananam. What gets utpan out of Tamagun is ajnanata. Viddhi, jan, isko jano. And what happens with the ajnana? How we can say, one person always asks me, how do I know ajnanata or jnanata? Ajnanata means mohanam. When you have moha, mohanam sarvadehinam, pramadam. When we have deep attachment towards things, one is rag due to rajagun, and the other one is moha due to tamagun. When we have so much of attachment towards our family members, towards our properties, towards our belongings, towards our mobile phone, whatever it is, bank balance, these are all mohanam, attachment, moha. I am driving my BMW car or costly car. By by mistake, some cycle fellow comes and then puts a scratch in my car. By mistake. He did not do it wantedly. I also know it. I am driving in a small lane. The lane is too small, only one car can go. My car is going, the opposite side one cycle fellow is coming, and he is coming on the side, I am also going on the side, but he lost the balance and then his handlebar scratches my BMWs. Immediately I get so much of krodh. I do not understand the situation. Immediately I get krodh because I consider BMW as my part. This is due to Agyana. This is Avidya. This is Asmita Klesh. I am drinking juice. The juice enters my body, but I think it enters my Jivatma. The BMW is used for giving sukh to my body, but I think that it is giving sukh to me. This is Moha. This is Agyana. So what is Tamagun? Tamagun, Sri Krishna says, see, very simple. Sri Krishna puts it's actually not Sri Krishna, it's Vyasmuni. Gita is not written by Sri Krishna, it's written by Vyasmuni. Vyasmuni says very clearly, Pramada Alasya Nidra. So what is the result of Tamagun? Pramada Alasya Nidra. Pramada means not having focus on Ishwarupasana. I have focus on doing all my activities, but not on Ishwarupasana. I ignore, neglecting Ishwarupasana is Pramad. Neglecting my Kartavya Karma is Pramad. Today, even I was like this. I was very much like that earlier, but now I am trying to improve. Kartavya Karma chodkar. I must do my Kartavya Karma. Leaving that Kartavya Karma, I am indulged in seeing television. Leaving my Kartavya Karma, I am indulged in my mobile phone, shorts, Instagrams, Facebook posting, all these things. Leaving my Kartavya Karma, that is called as Pramad. And that is due to the Tamagun. And further, Alasya. Alasya means, laziness. Not doing any activity is alasya. Not doing even the most basic things of keeping our room clean, our area clean, our house clean, keeping our body clean is alasya. Not doing any activity which is needed, like not even able to get up from my place and then put asan for my havan. I expect my maid to do that. I expect my maid, okay, my maid has come home. I say, okay, please prepare for Homa. Why? Why should she prepare? I should do it, right? Because I am doing the Homa Karma. My Acharya always says, अगर कोई अपने आसन भी नहीं लगा सकता हवन के लिए, उसका हवन का क्या फायदा होगा? So this is alasya. Even if you are not able to even put your asan and keep your water and ghee and samagri and kapur and make jadu pocha for havan, then why you are doing havan? What is the use of your havan? This is alasya. The third one is Nidra. Nidra, I explained what is Nidra, sleep. Go to my sleep video and see that video. I have explained deep secrets of sleep, not my knowledge. Knowledge of Vyasmuni, knowledge what I have gained from my Acharya. Not my knowledge. This is also not my knowledge, but whatever I have listened, I am trying to tell you. So, due to Agyana, due to Moha, a person decides to do suicide. So much of attachment on the money and property, so much of attachment on my body, so much of attachment, I just totally get diverted. I am unable to see the solution. Even see, God says in the Vedas, Deve birmanushe jane. You cannot find solution. It's okay. Go to Devas, go to Acharyas, or at least discuss with people who know something. They will try to guide you. So a 19-year-old boy committing suicide, I cannot understand what could be his issue. Maybe it is a love failure. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It could be love failure, or parents are demanding to get him first rank or whatever it is. You must enter medical college, otherwise I will not give this. These kind of things happen. So there is a solution for everything, but unfortunately we do not have guidance of Paramatma and guidance of Vedas through Acharya. Paramatma's guidance is Vedas only, and Vedas guidance is possible through Acharya only. Then we are in the Moha Avarana. That's what here Sri Krishna says, Ni Badnati. Similar to Rajagun, which is binding the Jivatma, Tamagun also is binding the Jivatma. So for overcoming this binding, we must first understand Jnana, Viveka Gyan. We must try to increase our Swadhyaya. Try to increase your swadhyaya on a daily basis. Try to do upasana of Paramatma slowly, and also listen Acharya slowly. Then one stage you will overcome. You cannot overcome completely alasya. See, today I got up at I think 4:30. Okay, but my aim every day is 4 o'clock. But every day I sleep 4:15, 4:30. Every day I sleep. Only rarely in a month, maybe 4-5 days, I'm able to get up at 3:50, 3:55, 4 o'clock. But every day I have this 15 to 20 minutes alasya. At 4 o'clock, the 3:55 alarm rings. I want to sleep more. Today I just thought, okay, today there is no meeting. I have a meeting at 7 o'clock every day morning. So I thought at 4 o'clock, today is Saturday, can I sleep one hour more? Then immediately I decided, no. Paramatma is watching. So like this, I'm not telling I'm great, but like this, Paramatma is watching you. Paramatma Shuddha Swarupam. Paramatma is Jnani Purush. Paramatma is most purest entity, and he is the one who is awarding you the body, and with the help of the body you are sleeping. You cannot take advantage of whatever he has given to you. You must do proper justice. My Acharya gives one statement always. He says that Paramatma ne bharosa karke, he gave you this body by trusting you. You must utilize this body properly. Don't misuse the body. So it's not easy, but it's not impossible. We must have the right focus, and we must have focus. If I am not a tapasvi, if I am indulgent in kam, krodh, madlob, ahankar, how can I tell my daughter or my other generation that you must do this? How will they listen to me? Even if I say, then also they will not listen, because their mind is focused on kam, krodh, younger generation. It's difficult. But if I am myself not doing, problem today is parents do not follow dharma. They expect the students to follow dharma. Parents are adharmi. Parents take bribe. I have seen many people, the father drinking at home, father eating non-veg, and the father says to the child that you must not drink. Drinking is a bad habit. If drinking is bad habit, the boy asks why you are drinking, and you are drinking, and tomorrow if I drink, you cannot say no to me. The child will say, that the son will say, it's possible. So first we must be dharmic. We must overcome tamagun and rajagun and go towards sattvagun. And overcoming sattvagun is not in this janma. At least try to attain sattvagun. Capitalize sattvagun and attain first stage of vairagya, and after that we can overcome sattvagun also. That is not an activity for this janma at all. That's an activity when we have attained first stage of vairagya. That's a different discussion. So these are very, very important knowledge which we must keep in mind. I hope this video helped you. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.